Good evening. Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine.
I'm about to give a really unpopular opinion, and I'm sure it's going to be especially unpopular amongst women.
I'm Gray Mars. Break a record by being with 100 men in one day. And right after she was done, she recorded a documentary.
I'm a vegan weed. Call yourself fresh and wear the same weak ass turtleneck on every show. Goddamn. Then we got goddamn the Sudanese Sambo. Bruh, man.
And I'm Enzo. Bringing up in my lives is they're like, oh well, he's violating the Constitution by having a meme coin and him making money off it in office and everything like that. I was like, if that was the case, like there would be lawsuits up the ass and impeachment in court.
I'm skeptic. Like I always say, don't let anybody trample on your constitutional rights.
I'm Mia. That's not a correct power dynamic in my mind. Typically, the people that are trying to be removed are not in control. That's why they're easily being removed.
Yo, that was fire.
Yeah.
I like that, though. I like that.
The person that's dealt with some people in the industry, I can personally tell you, most of them are bullshit. Most of them got something going on and they crazy, and they will have you. I'm talking about they'll have you crazy.
Yeah, you look professional, bro. You look real professional. In case, like Slim said, it's the beginning, man. We're gonna see more. It's gonna unfold, and
that mean I'm doing my job.
Hey. If we sit there and be old school, we gonna miss the boat. You know, a lot of this kids 19 years old buying houses with Bitcoin, buying Maserati.
Wow.
Hi guys, welcome to the new party. It's your girl Nora Christine. We are going to be talking about our ongoing coverage of the Diddy trial. But before we get into that, I need you guys to tap the screen, hit the like button, tap the screen. Tapping is clapping. We are going to actually talk about Ananda Lewis, the VJ that is no longer with us. Rest in peace to Ananda Lewis. She did pass away. I'm assuming surrounded by family and friends yesterday. So I want to get into that story first. It's really important to get into. I don't know if you guys remember her, but she was the lovely Ananda Lewis. She was a VJ at the time for MTV. Also, she shared with us that she had stage 4 cancer. This is her presenting an award with Aaliyah. Let's watch this clip right here.
How you doing?
Now, take Motown grooves, hip-hop moves, and millions of fans worldwide, and you've got the pop of the times.
Top of the times.
Yeah.
Their album sales got so much platinum, they are bling-blinging all across the airwaves. But tonight, they're giving it up on stage. And when you talk about boy bands, you can't include these guys because they are real men.
They're masculine.
Masculinity. You gotta
Ladies
get the
and
masculine.
gentlemen, these masculine boys, in sync.
Give it up!
I think the saddest part was people were very critical of her because she chose not to do traditional breast cancer treatment, okay? She opted to avoid getting a mastectomy, and she talked about it here. I'm going to play this clip really hard to watch just because she pretty much said she didn't want to do the traditional treatment because she didn't want to lose spending time with her son. Very sad. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is in October. I need everybody to go get the boobies checked. Make sure you guys are staying regular. I believe at the age of 40, you have to get a mammogram. So ladies, if you're not going regularly, please, I know it's uncomfortable, but a little bit of uncomfortableness can save your life. Let me play this clip where she explains her decisions not to do the mastectomy, as well as her decision to do unconditional treatment. Let's watch.
I couldn't handle doing such a drastic surgery in my life at that time. I was a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling my son. Cancer doesn't come and replace all the other stuff you have to do. Cancer happens on top of your life. And for me, it was just too overwhelming in the beginning.
So tell me about the options that you did utilize at that point.
So at first I cleaned up my diet, right? And so the high-dose vitamin C IVs, there's tons of studies around high-dose vitamin C combined with hyperbarics. At the same time, I was being monitored by doctors. I didn't just turn my back on medicine. I spent 16 weeks in Arizona. I did fractionated chemotherapy, so it's 10 to 20% of what you would normally do.
Her initial results looked promising. Her tumor seemed to stabilize, but in 2023, she learned her cancer had progressed to stage 4, which means that it spread to other parts of her body.
Stage 4 breast cancer is not a death sentence anymore. And women live very good lives with it. And again, there are women who have done everything they were supposed to do that end up stage 4 anyway. So I feel like if this is where I was supposed to end up, this is where I'm gonna end up. And either way, I'm gonna address it with the same attitude and, resilience that I address anything with.
While Ananda says she has no regrets about the choices she made, some have questioned her decision not to have the surgery years earlier.
None of those people know me, and they don't know the details of my situation. I'm not gonna sit here and battle people about their opinions. That has no bearing on my life. It's a waste of my time, and I don't have time to waste. Life owes me nothing. Every day I get, I'm grateful for. What I do is focus on what I can fix and what I can control. That is my enjoyment of life, my gratitude.
Ananda says she's doing great. She's being treated by several oncologists and is living a life filled with joy. What is your hope that sharing your story now is going to do for other women who either are going through this or who may be going through this in the future?
I really look forward to a time where women are given the full picture by the doctors they trust. And I think it's really important to remember you're not just trying to kill the cancer. That is the most important thing you're doing. But all the things around that, supporting your body, feeling good about yourself. And this is why I stand behind my choices. I'm certainly not trying to encourage other women to go this route. People need to do what works for their lives. But
unfortunately, we learned that she did lose her battle with cancer. So rest her soul. It's a very hard thing to go through cancer. I'm sorry that, she lost that battle. So let's just take a moment of silence for her, and then we'll get into the Diddy stuff. Okay. So guys, I know what you guys are all here for. You want the salacious gossip of the Diddy trial, and your girl is back at it. Today was a very interesting morning. It was a slow start to the morning because they were disputing a few things. They're still disputing juror number 6. As you guys may or may not know, the prosecution, aka the government, wants to dismiss juror number 6. I don't want to reveal details about the juror, but pretty much they're saying that they feel like they weren't being, they were being too ambiguous with the questioning. And I guess they must have some sort of evidence where they feel like juror number 6 will be biased. So now they want them gone. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second issue that they were disputing today is there are voice notes that the defense wants to include from Diddy. But the argument of this is he sent these voice notes after Cassie did her lawsuit in 2023. So their prosecution's argument against the voice note is, hey, we include these voice notes that Diddy said to her, but Diddy needs to take the stand because Diddy needs to speak to his state of mind at the time. So pretty much the judge ruled he's not going to allow the voice notes if Diddy does not take the stand, but he will allow certain ones. So pretty much the voice notes that are being disputed is Diddy said to her, hey, I didn't know that the freak offs made you feel like this. Had I would have known, I would have never asked you to do them. Also yesterday, just to recap, guys, we learned that there were multiple times over months, like 3-4 month periods, that Diddy did not force or did not have Jane do freak offs. So that was her whole argument, that they were happening all the time, but there were numerous times introduced yesterday where they did not do them. Today, they also talked about, so today she's back on the stand. Jesus, I hope it's the last day. I'm getting Jane fatigue, y'all. I'm tired of this Jane, okay? So pretty much Diddy said to her, hey, what is it going to take? Wait. Okay. So pretty much her whole thing was she told Diddy, hey, If you want to make me equal and you want to be even with me, I'm asking you to give me 450,000. That's 100,000 per year because I feel like she was depressed. She mentioned thoughts of self-harm. He told her that he cared. There's text messages saying that now the defense is asking her this and she's backtracking. She said, you mentioned during that time you didn't have friends. You didn't really have people to talk to, that you felt lonely and things like that. She said that Sean continued to pay her rent, and a video is shown to the jury, but there's no sound. Sean and this rapper recorded together. Is he an icon in the music industry? Yes. Were you aware? I'm assuming, I don't know this, so the jury video wasn't even played in public. So to be clear, no one told me this. I suspect it must be Jay-Z because he's an icon in the industry. The only other person I can think that's an icon is Jay-Z. Were you aware that Anton was with this rapper and his girlfriend / wife when you went to a birthday party with him? Oh my God. So is it Jay-Z? Is Jay-Z? Guys, let me know in the chat who else could be an icon in the industry. We need to think about this. I'm gonna watch Academics later because sometimes he be knowing tea. You were supposed to have you expose your breasts to the room. Did someone ask you to do that? No, it just happened in the moment. What did the rapper say to you? He said he had always wanted to sleep with me, so he had a crush on you. Yes. How did Club Raw come into the conversation? They asked if I knew anybody else involved in the lifestyle. I said yes. At the time, I believed Cabal was trustworthy. Were you referring to the rapper and his partner that said that? Yes. Why do you think they asked? They have sensed the vibe or heard that Sean and I were involved in that lifestyle. You flew to Miami around your birthday? Yes. And he organized like a extravagant birthday celebration for you? Yes. Were there candles along the walkway? Yes. It was very romantic. His heart was racing. Were yours racing too? Yes. Was about to say that. Everything was decorated in pink and silver. And there was a 5-course meal that I wanted from someone I loved. Was ecstasy involved during the dinner? No. But afterward, you took a pill and then Dawn came over? Yes. At 1 star. You said you agreed to have X with Dawn because of the birthday celebration. Yes. It was a really nice evening. And then you arranged for this Valentine's Day. So basically, she would arrange in a lot of these freak-offs too, y'all. It wasn't just Diddy organizing this stuff. That's what people don't understand. She was organizing it too. But she said the reason why is, she felt coerced. You said Sean used to message you, I'm single, I'm polyamorous, and that was painful for you. Yes. But after the lawsuit, he started saying things like, we're in a relationship, you're my girlfriend. That meant a lot to you. Yes, it did. Also, guys, please note, she didn't start bringing up not wanting to be a part of these freak offs until 2 things. One, if she saw that he was if paparazzi got pictures of him in Young Miami and Gina, or, posts were being made on social media. That's when she started saying, I feel a type of way about doing this. It wasn't until after these things that she would make these complaints, to be clear. And they definitely showed that yesterday. Did you feel sick when you saw the video of Mr. Combs laying hands on Cassie? Yes. That's not the man you knew, right? That's right. So pretty much this is crazy, guys. I definitely feel like it's up and down, right? 1 minute, 1 minute it's looking good for Diddy. The next minute it's win for the prosecution. I really don't know. And I mean, anybody in the courtroom will tell you, because I watched a number of people, no one knows how this is going to play out in the end. It's like a ping pong ball, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Some good days for Diddy, some good days for the government. And it's back and forth. Were you still in contact with Sean after the video? She said yes. Did you stay with him in Miami before leaving? Yes. Did you notice any changes in how Sean treated you? Yes, he was more loving, spent more quality time with me. And how did that affect your feelings towards him? My feelings deepened. Would you say that there was growth in their relationship? Yes, we experienced some growth. Also, bear in mind, guys, she said that these freak-offs were happening every weekend. After the lawsuit happened, they went down to only 5 times in like a 7 to 8 month period. I believe the last one was in July 2024, and he was arrested in September 2024. Okay. Hold on, guys. Next thing. He flew to LA in June with his kids, right? Yes. Would you agree that Mr. Combs posted about that road trip with his children on social media? Yes. This photo shows how the house was set up. Some of it arranged by you, some by Jonathan. Yes. And there is a bottle of, I guess, some sort of fancy champagne rosé. Yes. So pretty much he started including her more into his life. It appeared that he tailored back. I believe he ended things with Young Miami at this point too. I don't know if that was Young Miami's choice or whose choice it was, but it seems like after the lawsuit came out, things started to change between them. Okay, it wasn't all freak offs, it was more like quality time. And I mean, obviously the lawsuit probably affected him, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I'm curious where Christina Karama is going to be in all of this. I mean, her name keeps getting brought up in like indirect ways. Pretty much it appears that she is a co-conspirator. I mean, there's no getting around the fact that she did have a hand in this, guys. Make sure you guys tap the screen. Tapping is clapping. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get the likes up. Please hit the like button. Also, I am taking phone calls, 407-602-8114. If you would like to call in, please star 67 when calling. Also, if you're following on X, you can join the conversation if you'd like. At the new party, go to YouTube. You could also give your girl a follow. This is my handles up top. So I appreciate everybody watching, but if everyone can hit the like button, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get the latest update. Here we go. Then they play this video, music and video of Combs and the championship Boston Celtics. She said about a half an hour later they were fighting, and you testified you called him a pedophile even though you knew she was not underage, correct? This is wild. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see, because you got to piece when you're doing these updates, you got to piece together different things because people have different updates. So yeah, guys, pretty much the overwhelming that I learned when I'm watching other podcasters and people that are actually in the building, I'm getting sick of Jane. I don't know. I'm getting sick of Jane. I don't even really have much to tell y'all about Jane. I have Jane fatigue, you guys. I'm honestly kind of really sick of her. There isn't much to say about Jane. I mean, it's like we're going through, it's like over and over and over again. It's like, how much more? I mean, how much more is there to say? Guys, also, I really do think that the icon that was listed could have possibly been Jay-Z, because they keep talking about this icon. I'm so curious who this icon is, guys. So let's see. Let me tell you what the New York Post is reporting, guys. Jane is a social media influencer accused of horrific abuse. She's finally finishing up. She's been on the stand for 5 days, guys. I have Jane fatigue. She was sobbing uncontrollably for the most of this. And then I think the last days, she finally got it together. She talked about how when she read Cassie's lawsuit, she felt like she was reading her life. And all of a sudden she had problems after reading Cassie's lawsuit. So she said that at one point during the rapper's January 2024 Las Vegas party, she brought up one of the escorts. She and Combs regularly hired this guy named Sly. They were asked if they knew anybody within the lifestyle. They were saying they were looking for someone if I could recommend. At the party, Jane told the jury she witnessed the rapper and his girlfriend watching another escort, Antoine, have sex with a woman. Jane and Combs had hired Antoine to participate in freak offs with them on multiple occasions. Jane spoke with Antoine at the party, and he mentioned to her that he had an ongoing relationship with the unnamed rapper and his girlfriend, and that he traveled around with them. She said that mysterious famous rapper described a Diddy trial had crushed on Bad Boy Records founder's girlfriend. So basically, he told her he liked her. I want to know who this guy is, guys. I'm going to go watch academics because, I'm curious, who is this guy? Sometimes he be knowing the tea, like I said. So basically, they flew private in January 2024. It was a big group. They first went to see a play in Sin City, then to a birthday dinner, and then to a strip club before they all invited back to a hotel room after party. In the hotel room, she said she witnessed a male escort, Antoine, having it. I guess they were in some sort of three-way. Said she went to the party with another platonic male friend and didn't get physical with anyone there, but the Bad Boy Records founder still got jealous and angry over her attendance. This is crazy, guys. I wonder who this icon is. I am so curious who this is, guys. If anyone can tell me who they think it is, that would be great. I'm just so curious who it could be. Like, I'm like, my mind is going crazy. Um, yeah, so basically we expect her to end her testimony today, and we suspect they will have three minor witnesses lined up to testify today. I don't know the witnesses' names. I can't find it. So yeah, guys, there's really not much to say. I have Jane fatigue. That's the moral of this. I'm let me see if I can find out who the other witnesses are for you guys. Diddy trial, June 12th witnesses. Let's see if I can find it for you, because I don't know what else is there to say. Nope, they keep talking about her. So I was told that there was somebody by the name of Garcia that was going to testify. I really don't know. I'm curious who the other witnesses are today. Um, I don't understand why she gets private, guys. I still don't fully understand that, especially because she's such a public figure, and it's not hard to figure out who she is. That's the interesting thing to me. But the judge is pretty clear. We have to keep her private, but everybody else gets to be known. So yeah, guys. Tonight we will be back on the new party at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wherever you're watching from, you can come back at 8 p.m. We are going to be talking about the blindness and the denials by the left when it comes to the immigration issues. Also, the blindness and denial by the left when it comes to protests and riots. Is it peaceful protesting, or were there riots that are happening? Also, guys, so come back tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like button. God bless. Good day and happy